together, Coop Troop.
Coop Troop, what's the deal, baby? Y'all already know what y'all tuned in to. If you ain't know, you about to know there's fire on this show. Welcome to Dre Radio, Cinema News and Movie Reviews. I am your host of this wonderful evening of ours, DeAndre Cooper. And man, look, I'm happy to be back. I know y'all was introduced to the show by my best co-host in all of this universe. A$AP, what's up, my guy?
Put it there, Dre.
Stay rocking. American flags all day. A$AP group, we already with you. Man, I thought about you today, though, too.
For
I went
real?
to the mall and I saw this Care Bears beanie. I should have grabbed it, but
I knew you did not care.
I got bad words coming from him right now. Y'all help me. How y'all living, man? What's up? I hope y'all enjoyed my last little Saturday surprise video that I dropped with the Elvis 2022 movie review. I have a great show for you guys, as always. I always have a great show for you guys. We are stepping into another movie review for this summertime box office hits and miss. I'm coming at you guys with the Thor Love and Thunder review, as well as 4 cinema news topics. Again, hey, grab your water before we start the show. This is your boy, Dre Radio, Cinema News and Movie Reviews. Intro! Bow. Water. Grab your water, you guys. H2O is the golden key of our life. H2O and water is the golden key to your life. Shout out to Tony Baker. Big Tone, y'all. Hey, get your water, y'all, before we start this show. Drink. Mow. Yeah, buddy, you will never be nowhere without water. I guarantee you. Now, you are about to step into cinema news. First cinema news topic that I have coming for you guys. We are stepping into the game industry. Yeah, buddy, we have some great news coming for us on this upcoming November, you guys. Sadly, I need a system to play this, but God of War Ragnarok is coming for us. It officially gained its release date within this past week, and I'm so happy. The news source that we are gaining this topic from is coming from GameSpot.com. Quote unquote, we finally know when God of War Ragnarok is coming out. Sony confirmed. Ragnarok's release date on PS4 and PS5, it is a Sony exclusive. So if you over there rocking with the Microsoft Xbox or anything other than Sony gang, then this news is not for you. So you might want to skip over to the next news topic. November 9th, you guys, 2022, making good on the repeated reassurance that it would be available this year. How are we feeling about this? I am so happy and ecstatic because give y'all a little sneak into the review on the back half of the show. We're going to finally see Thor of the Norse mythology story, not MCU Thor. I'm talking about hardcore Thor, Odin's son. I will lightning strike you down if you badmouth anything around my presence. Who are you? Thor. We're getting that in our God of War franchise. And if you haven't played the first reboot of God of War, I don't really know if I should call it a reboot or not, but I just know it doesn't have a exclusive name as if we had God of War 1, God of War 2, and then 3. This is just called God of War. But he also has a son in this story series as well called Atreus. So Atreus and Kratos are coming back at us with game number 2 called Ragnarok. And we know coming from the MCU's Thor Ragnarok, Ragnarok mean destruction. Hey, I'm hyped. I'm hyped to give y'all some more insight into just my life and my mind. I'm bulking up, y'all. I'm getting that muscle in, and I'm trying to cosplay as Kratos for one of these conventions, but around this time next year because I know I'm strong. I'm getting my muscle gains in, but I'm not to that point of him yet. And then I'm already a ball smooth brother at that. Look, stop playing with me, y'all. Let me get my beard back intact, and then, boy, I'm coming for you, Kratos. Let's go. Let's dive over to news topic number 2. Man, this is some tragic news. At that, I do want to kind of tone down the energy and just respects to our fallen creators, our fallen actors in this entertainment field and to this Hollywood industry, and just to all the fans around the world. It's a big impact because they built majority of who we are on the inside. When it comes down to personalities, we do have people to inspirations and creators out there to blame just for who we are today. And some news that the world got hit with this past week is that Kazuki Takahashi, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh, has recently left our world. Uh, from a tragic demise at that. He was found in the sea. Uh, he was found in the sea. They say apparently while snorkeling, and this news is coming from us from the Washington Post. It says here Kazuki Takahashi, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh manga and comic trading card game, has died apparently while snorkeling in southwestern Japan, the Coast Guard said Friday. So they found him floating about 300 meters off the coast of Okinawa, and somebody running a marine leisure business. So, hey man, accidents, tragic accidents, especially towards somebody that just really built, I know, my childhood at that. To give y'all just some more backstory into just, I want to say my whole middle school phase. I was a Yu-Gi-Oh head. I'm talking about, that was when I majorly embraced just the geek side of me and just that nerd enthusiastic feeling that just built who I am today. And I was always the one to go to Walmart, grab a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, go out with the gang, pull up to somebody's house and say, "It's time to do." You feel me? Like, oh man, great times just with Yu-Gi-Oh cards, man. Like Yu-Gi-Oh was that guy. Like, he had his all hair all like that and everything like that, but from the eyes of the creator, Kazuki Takahashi, I send prayers and well healing wishes to your family, my guy. You made a big impact into all our lives, and it's a sad time in this thing we call life. I also want to give condolences to 2 other actors that made big impacts into plenty generations and decades of movie fans. One of them is our fallen James Caan. First time for me to speak on this is that my first introduction to James Caan was on Elf with Will Ferrell, as he was playing his father. And then I recently got the opportunity to rewatch The Godfather for the 50th anniversary in Dolby Cinema. and that was James Caan, like big actors, like super shine to stardom. Great film, great acting, being portrayed by the one and only legend. And then we have Tony Sirico. He played Paulie Walnuts on The Sopranos, and the reason why I wanted to bring this up because The Sopranos was heavy into my family household just through the eyes of my father. I never did or still haven't went back and rewatched that series just to see why did it gain my father's interest. But yeah, man, died at 79. So all blessings and healing energy out to the fallen actors and creators of just this world that we call life and into the industry. You guys have made big, wonderful impact into all of our lives. And what was your first time hearing about our fallen actors and creators? Drop down on the comment section below and let's honor their memory and sharing each other's memories. Our next topic number 3. I'm coming at you with a Ms.Marvel episode 3 and 4 series review. So, I know how I explained how I talked about episodes 1 and 2. It was like mostly kind of vague and undescriptive. I didn't really give it to the selling point of why you should check out the show. But Ms.Marvel on Disney Plus, they were still a couple slow burns in my eyes, but I love the direction of the show and everything that they are portraying in just this one series alone. Like I said, we are back into school vibes, even coming from Tom Holland's Spider-Man trilogy, where he took us on a Harry Potter note of growth from school to him being our actual Spider-Man and not quote unquote Spider Boy. But Kamala Khan, she still embracing the tool that her nanny left behind that gained her the powers to be our Miss Marvel. And now on episode 3, you had, I feel like you really get a taste of who the villain is, who the villain group is on this series. They're called a group called the Genie, I believe, and it really embraces more so of the Muslim culture at that, as well as whenever you looking at the show, you get a lot of comic vibes, like from the text messages, from the neon colors, the aesthetics of just New Jersey and New York alone. It's just, it's wonderful. It's great. It's the problem with this series, as well as other series like in Talks of Moon Knight, not everybody want to invest themselves into new characters if they're not being portrayed on the big screen, like theatrical releases and stuff like that. So you really want to dib and dabble with your choices. You really want to like roll the dice, like, is this character worth investing? I want to say on like just a real fandom level of just the MCU alone, I've been rocking with the MCU since 2009 Iron Man. I never missed a movie, and yet I've missed a TV series because I really want to stay connected even through the bad and the good. And Miss Marvel is a standout character to me. She's building her own name. They're really representing the Muslim culture in the way that it should be portrayed. As in episode 4, you actually go to the place to where she was born. No, she was born in New Jersey, but where her family culture is from. And when I say they're not stepping outside of those borderlines of just coming through on like different cultural notes and staying down to the aesthetics of just the Muslim race, I love it. I love the I'm a diverse type of guy. I love to learn about every other culture aside from mine because I know about my culture facts. You know, I'm gonna stand up for mine, but to see the eyes and in depths of another race and culture, and that's just amazing that Disney is stepping into more so diversity notes when it comes down to just their creative antics. So I went to the Bedrock City comic book store today with my brother, and I was really feeling Miss Marvel. I was feeling Miss Marvel vibes aside from me just really browsing around the comic area, and I got two Miss Marvel comics. I'm looking forward to starting these stories of hers and really getting more so in depth into the comic verse of who Kamala Khan is. So, episode 3 and 4, they're still going on good notes. I'm always coming to y'all on a 2 episode run. So I got episode 5 and 6. Episode 6 is dropping this upcoming week. So be expecting another update on this series review of Ms. Marvel. Are you going to check out Ms. Marvel? Are you watching the show right now? Tell me what you think about it. How is it starting off and really impacting just your views on the character thus far? She's in deep. She's really in deep because I want to say at the end of episode 4 is when she encountered her first death. She encountered her first death, so she know that this ain't for play. This ain't for play, none at all. So you really gotta look. You about to step into a whole evolution of the superhero realm. This ain't nothing to play with. And the villains from the genies, the genie group. I believe I'm butchering the name, but I know what I read. Now I know what I read. The group is, and yeah, I seen better villains. But like I said, it's meant for the show. It's what they doing. So hopefully, once I step into the comic verse of her stories, I get more in depth of just those things moving forward. So yeah, that's for Ms. Marvel, episode 3 and 4. Now let's dive over to topic number 4. Topic number 4, I'm talking about another series that just recently wrapped up on us. It was real quick because it was under the production of Netflix, but they do have a volume 1 as well as a volume 2. So we are talking about Stranger Things season 4. Oh man, I got so much to really just embrace and talk about this show. I've been invested in this show since it dropped 2016, back when times were wonderful and great. And the investment in this show with me started just from the 80s aesthetics alone. Y'all know I'm a big 80s fan. I love the 80s so much. And to have that time machine back into the start of 1983 to the recent 1986, if not 1985, I believe, was a wonderful investment into the Netflix universe of shows. And the Duffer Brothers, man, much applause to them, because when you plan out a story and a script that you love personally and then want to share it to the audience, and then the audience really invest into your vision and then really love the characters that you made as well as the actors that gain their superstardom into fame from a risky series at that. Season 4 had your boy balling. I'm talking about tears shedding. Like, wow. I remember the first anime I watched that really had me on like shedding tear notes was Sword Art Online season 2. But for a live action series to really hit me on those notes, season 4 accomplished everything from the suspenseful to the criminal like crime aspects. Like, you're in a mystery at that, and you're trying to find out these little bits and inside secrets of the Upside Down and the Mind Flayers to the Demidogs, the Demigorgons, and then our introduction of the General at Hand, Vecna. This series was really on Harry Potter notes to where, but darker and deeper than Harry Potter at that, because from the first season alone, you get put into a whole, what is this? Kids going through this at that? What? And then season 2, more build up. Season 3, more build up. And then this one just brought the horror vibes out. I'm talking about with the cameo appearance of Robert Englund, our Nightmare on Elm Street horror slasher Freddy. Not Freddy himself, but Robert Englund was on this, y'all. If he bless this show with his appearance, it's a done deal. This is standout, must go watch ASAP. I put my little sister on, and she been bugging my brother to watch this show, so now he fully invested. And man, how did you guys feel about season 4 of Stranger Things? We're not done. We're not done yet, because season 5 is on the rise. Season 5 is on the rise. No time soon. Hopefully no time soon. Please take y'all time. It's not going to be as long as the duration of the show been playing since 2016, from like hour-long episodes. This season is fairly going to be, I want to say, they said much shorter, because I went back and watched a wrap-up episode of Netflix Unlocked that featured all the cast of the Stranger Things series, and I had to take a breather. After that show, man. But Stranger Things is a great time. Stranger Things is a binge-worthy show. Like, I went back and rewatched season 1 to the recent season 4 in a quick second, and it still held the same impactful feelings from 1 to the end game. But yeah, that's my talk on Stranger Things season 4. How you guys felt about the series? Did you love it? Did you not? Let's talk about it down on the comment section below. So give it up for you guys. Give it up for making it through this episode 7. Yeah, man. Yep. It was bittersweet. It was some hype news in there as well, and some rookie series reviews. Like I said, I'm still a rookie in this YouTube universe, but I know where I want to be with it, and I love what I do. So let's dive over to the movie review. The movie at hand that we are talking about this episode, as you can see on the title below or above, we are discussing Thor, Love and Thunder. Roll the trailer. So, Thor, Love and Thunder finds Thor, Chris Hemsworth, on a journey unlike anything he's ever faced. A quest for inner peace. But his retirement is interrupted by a galactic killer known as Gore, the God Butcher, played by DC's once Batman. But now he got a little taste of the MCU vibes now. Christian Bale. Yeah, man. Like, real quick before I just dive more into the movie info, Christian Bale's Gore the God Butcher character was a full investment. As soon as the movie started, you understand his pain, you understand his struggle, you understand his premise of the movie and why he's doing the things he's doing. I had no problem with his villain. I had no problem with the way he carried himself. I was with it. I was with it all, because these gods in the MCU, and I'm not speaking on, you feel me? I'm speaking on like gods from Zeus, the sunlight god, and were straight. Their energy was just ugly. Like, you go to them for prayer or advice, and they looking at you like, oh, he's seeking eternity reward. Like, what? You go to Zeus for help to defeat this God murderer, Gore the God Butcher, but you giving him a side eye like, oh, I don't want to have nothing to do with that. Well, I could give credits to that, like, Russell Crowe is playing our MCU version of Zeus, but he held Zeus energy, like, because Zeus wasn't a happy sunshine and rainbows man. He was just down bad and toxic. he kept that energy. So big ups to Russell Crowe for portraying just a ugly Zeus in the mind, and Zeus done put up some weight. I never knew Zeus be the one to just get all dad bod on us. But back to the info. So here say Gore the God Butcher, who seeks the extension of the gods. To combat the threat, Thor enlists the help of King Valkyrie, played by Tessa Thompson, Korg, Taiki Watiti, and his ex-girlfriend Jane Foster, played by Natalie Portman, Star Wars Padme, who, to Thor's surprise, unexpectedly wields his magical hammer, Mjolnir. As the mighty Thor, together they embark upon a harrowing cosmic adventure to uncover the mystery of the God Butcher's vengeance and stop him before it's too late. So, with this film, like I said, it starts you off with the introduction of Christian Bale's Gore the God Butcher. And with most of Marvel villains, you didn't really get that full investment of why are you doing the things you're doing, aside from I can give credit to Michael Keaton's Vulture. You understood why he was doing what he was doing, but also you understand why Gore the God Butcher was doing what he was doing. So aside from those notes, the movie starts you off with the investment of this new character, and then it transitions you over to where we left off with Thor on Avengers Endgame. He went off with the Guardians of the Galaxy members. So you do have that feature of the Guardians of the Galaxy in this film. They're not in here too much, so don't be expecting them throughout just the whole film at that. Where they left off was possibly on the next venture of where they're stepping into their next movie coming up, being directed by James Gunn. So after that, the movie puts you into place to where now Thor needs to find out why are these murders from the gods of the MCU are being commenced. So he go back into New Asgard. New Asgard is basically back. It's not back. It never been on Earth, but it's on Earth amongst all civilians. Basically, look like a tourist attraction now because they had all cruise ships and like amusement rides going on. Valkyrie, played by Tessa Thompson, was just being the king of New Asgard, but she didn't like it. Just going into her story arc, she missed her sister. She missed the Valkyrie. She missed action and fighting. So once Gore the God Butcher came into his destruction of New Asgard, she really fell back into her place. But aside with a new character, as y'all see on the trailer, Jane Foster is our Thor. So the first time I was introduced to female Thor was a punishment that Odin placed on Thor himself. Aside from being Frog Thor, he turned him into a woman. And that's not the case with this movie at all. There's a side story with Jane Foster alone. She gained the power of Mjolnir, and now she's our new Thor in this movie. She was very charismatic. She was very like feeling more of her character in this. Like Taika Waititi gave Jane Foster, Natalie Portman's character, so much opportunity in this movie, and she took it. So it was. We know Thor and Jane hasn't really been much with each other for a couple movies now. So they basically come through on some rebonding, rekindling the old flames and things like that. And Gore come through on New Asgard and kidnap the kids. The way Christian Bale was portraying Gore the God Butcher, it reminded me of Rumpelstiltskin and the Boogeyman. So he played it very well. He did what he was supposed to do in the mission at hand, and it was nice. It was good the way it was. I feel like Thor movies never just really hit that much for me. It's not, like I said, I had yet to miss Marvel debut from series to movies, but Thor movies just really never did much hit it for me. And they switched up the tone of the film from Thor 1 to the Dark World into Thor Ragnarok, where you got more so of a lighthearted, upbeat, more humorous portrayal of Thor from Chris Hemsworth, and then from every other character moving forward. I miss the darkness of Thor, the more so suspenseful feeling of Thor, aside from just the improvising notes that they gained the opportunity to do, just changing up the character himself. But I don't have no interview for you guys from any moviegoers this time around. But let's dive over to the branch score that I have for you guys. I will give Thor: Love and Thunder a 3.5 out of 5 branches. I said 3.5 out of 5 branches because aside from Christian Bale, Gore the God Butcher, having that great premise of the story and you really feel invested into his character, Marvel still don't have a set direction of what they want to do with this upcoming arc. Like, we know who the main big bad that's up next to Thanos is going to be, Kang the Conqueror. But with this phase in movies, I want to take it back to the beginning of Marvel, back when 2009 started with the first Iron Man, and then we got the Incredible Hulk to Captain America, and then Thor. These are basically just solo movies right now, just kind of throwaway films off the shelf, and nowhere in connection into what's happening in the whole MCU in a whole. So yeah, for these to just be solo films, I wasn't really digging this like that. I fell asleep twice towards the end of the film at both watch viewings of the film. And yeah, that's really it for my Thor: Love and Thunder review. Are you guys going to check out the film? How you felt about it? Drop down on the comment section below and let's talk. So there you have it, you guys. This is my show, Dre Radio, Cinema News and Movie Reviews. If you like what you heard here today, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share my content, please. I would greatly appreciate it. Coop Troop, I love you guys abundantly. Thank you for supporting me just in this new bag of mine. You feel me? Thank you very much. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful, great life moving forward. See you on the next trip. Yow!